Alright, let's go. And it restarts. Alright, we got our crew here. This, Lebrew.
What's with the long face? You and
Her name's either Lebrew or Lebrew. And then the other guy was Godot. Here's Godot. I don't remember the kid, the one that we talked to at the bikes.
Not with you, big guy.
She's dying. That's all.
How'd you like the new look? Decent clothes and power.
Landon, see, that's the thing, is technically no, they're separate than the seasonal challenges, but a lot of the challenges are going to require you to play, to do things that get you XP. So, like when you're, like we get XP for playing clutch games. Those challenges, some of those cards have clutch game challenges attached to them. So by working on those, you're also working on the season. Know what I mean? So like the ones that you see that you could like double down on and like help get through the moments challenge, as well as, you know, you'd be playing in, yeah, you'd be doing the clutch game ones. I don't do very much multiplayer. I can't stand it. It frustrates me. So yeah, whatever you're down for. But if you do the clutch stuff and all those things, just look to see what card has a challenge associated to it. We had to talk to all of his friends first, and then she appears. That's cool. Right. Well, we're gonna run out of XP anyways, and serious stuff, you know, we'll get to it. Like, you know, basically we're not gonna be able to, it's not like we can just rush to get Yao anyways. We're gonna have to wait at least a couple weeks for more challenges to pop up. We're really only like a little over a third there. So, I mean, you know, whatever you want to do, but we don't have to rush to get every single one of the challenges done. We did such a big chunk of them that, like, when we casually play, those other bits are going to get done. Especially, like, the heat check. I'm holding off on heat check because I already know we have challenges to do, like, to do a game with 13 heat checks. So, in that game, I'll end up doing a lot of the heat check challenges. So, I've kind of been holding off on those.
We'll figure this out. Do it together.
But yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. All of it gets us something. And when it comes to challenges later on, these moment cards could be helpful towards them.
What they say.
You know, use whatever player to do this or that. It's kind of nice when you have like a really good player to do that with, whatever the challenge may be.
Complete their focus. They're blessed with the gift of eternity. They wouldn't call it eternity if you died. You'll see.
I'm also gonna, like, on my free time, Landon, playing it, I'm also gonna start working on dominations again, even though that's not gonna get us any XP. I need to work on getting some more tokens so we can get that fireball.
Nothing would have changed.
Since we've done so much.
Brave enough to face it.
Yeah, since we've done so much, I feel like I'm okay with kind of branching out and doing some other stuff that's not strictly XP related. Yeah. Just kind of improving the team. That gun is her sword. That's how it's a gun blade. So
Can't believe we made it.
It's a blade and it's a gun. It's not a blade and gun at the same time. Not like Squall's, where Squall could point his sword at you and shoot it, or slice you with it. Hers is either one, or you transform it into the other.
I'll
I dig it. That's
You
cool.
watch our backs.
That makes sense why, like, I don't remember
Actually-
her having a gun blade. When I saw that she has
Why
gun
don't you
blades.
let me take point?
You take point? Are you kidding me?
Can you handle it?
Nope. He says he sure can, boss.
It's not a question of can or can't.
Now you're learning.
Booyah.
Keep your eyes front. I'll watch the rear.
Got it.
Isn't that some respect? Little boy's getting some respect. He's growing. The Gopra Whitewood. Proto-ecology belts. Some more crystals. Some fucking shark crystals. It's so funny. We get to play as Hope now. See, the way they respect all the characters in this one, having them be the leader. Like, even in this moment, we've been able to control Hope once so far, and it was for a quick moment, and then Vanille was the leader because she was older, and she was leading. Hope's trying to prove something here, and now he's leader. That's just like what the hell? That's brilliant, and it's
Wary, but don't be afraid.
it's so cool because you're playing the character growth. You're playing through this moment. It's not just another dungeon to get through. This is Hope's time to shine. Know what I mean? I want to get that 3 times bonus. Look for a new weapon for him. We ought to have some Crysterium. Yeah. See how much more we can level up. My phone went off and it just startled me. I forgot I was charging my phone away. And it hurts. He got up because I got up to check to see if anyone was here. No one was here. And they're so quick to just get right back into what they were doing. Going right back to sleep. Right back to sleep. Go back to sleep, guys. Yeah. He is cute. he is a little monster though. Real aggressive fella. I'm always telling him to give Kane space. Don't be so rough. Dude is a pain sometimes. But he's still a young pup. So it's okay. He's cute sometimes, so it makes up for it. Roll level, what does that mean? What happens when we upgrade our level in the roll? Ooh, interesting. Same either way. Ooh, chills. Alright. Alright, let's continue with Hope's story. These little tassels Hope's got. Seems like that would be dangerous, like, come on. They were easier to see when we were farther away. Like, what the hell is he supposed to tie to something? Like, what are these tassels behind him? What purpose do they serve? Is it like a belt for his butt? That doesn't make sense. I like his scarf though. Look at that scarf. Like, Hope's really like the outfit, but the scarf is the coolest. He's got some interesting gloves. You never know. He's throwing that boomerang around, and the boomerang could be sharp at times. So always, yeah, good to be wearing the gloves. He's got pockets, but I'm not sure what he's keeping in those pockets. He's a decent medic, so maybe he's got some potions in there. Maybe he's got some potions in the pockets. See, now...
Stay alert.
Lightning's got some pockets, but not as big as pockets. I don't know if she's carrying any potions in those pockets. She's worst tears, no. Yeah, he's a bit of a crybaby, but he is trying his best right now. Dude, you know, can you guys see that, though? Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. We're gonna look at Lightning's eyes, and... No, please look over here. There is something about Hope's eyes. He has these bags, perma bags, that look like he's been crying because he's so fucking sad. It's very faint, but I see it. But yeah, he lost his mama, and he has every right to be sad. Everyone else seems to be treating it as just, oh well.
Stay down. Be ready for the next fight.
That was really just Lightning doing all of that. We upgraded her sword so much. Lightning did all that damage. It looked like he was doing it though.
The lights as a guide to keep us moving in the right direction.
There's only one path. What kind of guide? What kind of extra guide do I need? All right. Well, we're learning. Yo, because I went underneath and got it. Is that not preemptive? That should have been preemptive. Lies. Vexterions hit hard. If they put bravery on themselves, which I believe that they do buff themselves with it. Dude, they can, with 2 of them, they can maybe one-shot. 3 of them, 100% one-shot. If they attack at the same time. Very dangerous. So, always first target. That sheep.
Don't go chasing after enemies. It's a surefire way to get ambushed.
Good strat. Good info. You don't chase after enemies, then maybe you won't fall into so many, you know, that's what she said, you know, get ambushed. Won't fall into so many traps. So he got the stagger and she complimented him on that. That's it, Hope. That's... Well, was it... I'm pretty sure that was a compliment. the way these characters communicate with each other, even mid-battle, is a big plus.
I'm right behind you.
I feel like 13 made some really good character improvements and story
Have you ever been here
improvements
before?
from 12.
On duty, I mean.
No.
12 was a very
haven't.
interesting project,
This
though.
area is covered by the Woodlands Observation Battalion. You
It
scared?
had a really solid ending.
Not really.
Like really
I'm
good.
ready
It
to
started
fight
to
if
get
I have
really
to.
good at the end, at the very, very end. But yeah,
To keep you safe.
what is that?
I'll want it back.
What is it?
Lightning.
What does it do? What's that? Is it a
I'm
knife?
glad I followed you.
Looks like a really big
Myself,
knife.
I would have had no chance.
Is he gonna open it up and treat it like a boomerang?
Time to move. Trust me to cover your tail, and stay focused on moving forward.
What? What? Dude's also cute with if he's sleeping or even if he's not sleeping, if you get too close to him, he'll growl at you and it appears as if he's gonna bite your head off. Well, at least with us. Yeah, I pushed him to the limit a couple times. He's bit me a couple times, but in the moments that he's done it, he realized like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Not so bad. Nothing bad either, but most of the time, like 49 out of 50 times, he'll it's all just talk. It's all just talk. When he gets he gets angry. I think it all stemmed from when he was a little pup. I realized that like whenever I would call him a grumpy dude, he would start to growl, because I think the grr in grumpy made him think that I was growling at him. I don't know what it was, but nonetheless, since then he always just growls, even though he doesn't need to, and it's not in a moment of anything. Yeah. Whereas Kane, you can literally, like, if he's laying down, Kane's an old dog. If he's like, I could lay on Kane, and he might prop his head up and maybe look at me with like one eye, and then he'll just lay back down. Whereas like, dude, it's like you touch him at all, it's just like instantly like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's okay, all right, okay. What are you doing? Gross. Oh, these damn exteriors. I think as long as we have Lightning in the party from now on with her super powered up sword, I don't think we're gonna run into any trouble. Oh my god, we need yin yang, but not in this sense. We need the healer, medic, and commando. So we gotta switch up the paradigms after this fight. Have him be medic and her be commando. Called War and Peace. Yeah, I like War and Peace. Synergist and Commando, great. Dual casting, it has its time. It has its time. Do we want to do... well, what are her other jobs? She's got Ravager Medic, Commando... Nope. In the very rare occasion of us needing to, like, both... If there's ever a moment where we both need to be Medic, then we're approaching it differently than we should be. So, I don't think we'll ever actually have to be Medic. Synergist Medic, on the other hand, Symbiosis, what a great name. What a great name for that one. That, on the other hand, I see being useful.
Military uses this place for bioweapons research. Lots of angry teeth and claws.
Sorry. I know, yeah. Sometimes I'm just talking out loud, but yeah. Yeah, all Final Fantasies are different in their own ways, but I'm just such a big fan of the series. I'm a fan of a lot of different series, but when it comes to RPGs, Final Fantasy is the one for me.
It's all or nothing.
When it comes to like fighting games, I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. I guess I like Street Fighter. I'm not really great at it, but yeah, I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. Even though I like some of the other games, I actually get excited for like future Mortal Kombats. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff too, but those things come to mind. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Franchises that I like? Yeah. But I understand. Okay, that was probably the that was the preface of what I was gonna get to. Was sometimes the weed, I get halfway through like a thought, and if it's a long thought, I feel like at the end of part one, I'm done, and I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. Why did I even say that? But never mind. The whole previous, and now I've already forgotten the second one again. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh yeah, I know that, you know, Final Fantasies aren't everyone's bag. They're real great though, real fun to watch. Real, gosh, this, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true too. And you know, we all have our brains are complicated. Brains are real. Oh no, we died.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Sorry, I'm so used to Hope being the secondary character and Lightning being the primary that I thought that Hope dying is not a big deal. We can bring him back. I was ready to finish it off. I wasn't even gonna bring him back. That's okay. This game's incredibly forgiving compared to most games. Through the years of Final Fantasy and through the years of just video games in general, they have become less and less, well, with exceptions, they've become, I should say, more forgiving. Back in the day, you die in a game, you might just have to restart the whole damn game over again. That's how they used to be. Then you go on and on, they get autosaves. How often do they autosave? Sometimes you gotta complete like chapters, hours of content again when you die. And then you get like, you know, stuff like this to where it's like, you died, it really, you know, doesn't matter. You just get to restart right where you died. Right away. I love it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, Mario games are very unforgiving. Yeah, because you got to start all over, especially when you get to like the end of the things. They're becoming, I would say, do they get checkpoints? Not like Sonic would have checkpoints sometimes, but yeah. Oh, I do like Mario games. I do love me some Nintendo. I want to play that newer one, but Nintendo never puts games on sale for very much, and I'll probably just wait for the next one. I hate the idea of buying older games with Nintendo because I feel like I shouldn't have to be paying as much as I am if it's for an older game. So I feel like I don't get as much, as many Nintendo things. And it's so bad. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. If it was on the DS, then yeah, I mean. We oh god, we did play through some of them on this channel. I've already forgotten which ones. I know I didn't do Mario Sunshine. I said no thank you on Sunshine because I hated the thing. But even like the older ones, we even got to a point one week where I was doing speed runs of Super Mario World because that was the one I grew up on. Even though I played all of the older ones and stuff, Super Mario World. Oh, whoa! Look at this, guys. This is one of those behemoths. The monster I thought that they would give us a ton of, but they really only gave us a couple moments of it. Let's see how this turns out. We might die. But all will be forgiven. Oh, we staggered it right away. It's donezo. Look at that. It doesn't stand a chance. And she was able to pop it up. I forgot that that's what it is. She learns new moves as you level up through these different jobs. Launch makes monsters completely vulnerable, and they don't even get the opportunity to attack you while they're in there. Well, that's great. I had a friend who did a Kaizo hacks, and that was hard Mario. Most insane Mario playing I have ever seen in my life. I don't know what Kaizo hacks. Dowso that was in chat. I don't know if he's still here, if he went AFK. He's watched some Mario speedruns and different things. He knows, of anyone that I know, he knows the most of Mario stuff, but that's, I mean, I know that there's some crazy stuff that people put themselves through when it comes to Mario. It took me like my best time on a speedrun of the easiest of the Marios, in my opinion. It was like still a couple hours. So yeah, I forgot what it was, just over 200. So Kaizo is a ROM hack that is intended to be insanely difficult. Oh, that's cool. See, yeah, there's so many, and I know that with all the ROMs out there, there's a lot of customization when it comes to the different runs that people do.
So the other soldiers don't know about us, right?
Right. They don't know anything.
I wonder
about
what
any fugitives.
in particular makes it hard. Is it because the monsters are like incredibly moving incredibly fast? Do you remember much on it without going into too much detail or writing? Yeah. Or without, yeah. Sounds interesting though. See, that's something that I might watch during that's something perfect for us to like check out during the media share day on not this Friday, following Friday. Oh hell yeah, let me see this. Oh my god, so it's like a unique, like all the levels are very unique and they're like the most difficult. I see. Oh my god. I've seen stuff like this before. I didn't know what it was called. That's just so insane. That's bonkers. These thingies, it's not so much as like, yeah, this is the most unforgiving thing that could be possible because you have to be so perfectly precise. Exactly, everything has to be. You can't. There's no room for slip. There's no room for slip. Like to the like millisecond. It's just like it's crazy what they dodge and what they avoid, and oh my god. And how some of it is like you're meant to get hurt there. It's so crazy. That is insane. That is insane. Yeah, no way I could ever pull that off. I wouldn't even be able to beat a first level. I don't even know how hard their first levels are, but surely I don't think I could get through it.
Concentration's important, but never lose sight of what's happening.
We left her. No need to rush. Concentration is important. I walk away and we leave her. Wait. We're never mind. This is where we came. This is where we came from. Gotta go back down. Circular would play so much. It's pain. I have, as a gamer, I have major respect for the people that are capable of doing I play video games my whole life. And there's no way I could pull off some of the stuff that these people can do in these types of games, like whether it's like that or even some of these really difficult games like Dark Souls and stuff, like, or even other stuff, just the accomplishments and things that they pull off. I don't understand how people do it. It's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit like, how come I'm not that good? But it's a little frustrating. It's amazing. It's amazing. I watched a streamer try to get one jump for 500. Oh my gosh, 5 hours just to get a single to nail a single jump. That was just too difficult. Yeah. Well, I mean, the moment that they get it has got to be such a payoff. Like, to invest that much time watching someone trying to do something and them doing it themselves to get that, to land it, I feel it's got to be quite the payoff. I don't know, to have that much patience and just not, you know, willingness to not give up. Oh my god. I'll give something a good college try, but at a certain point, I mean, depending on what it is, some stuff I just don't want to give up on. If I believe I can do something and I'm just not able to pull it off, but I know I can do it, I won't give up on it. But then there's stuff where it's like, maybe I can pull this off, but there's no way I'd be able to pull it off consistently, or then, you know, sometimes some stuff I'll move on.
Just
That's
another
fun.
battle.
That's crazy. And it was actually stuff like that that kind of kept me away from Mario Maker, because I was somewhat convinced that just like everyone's levels were gonna be too hard or too easy. Like, I just didn't feel like anyone was gonna have. Yeah, I didn't do Mario Maker. Just how he knew that she was going to be fully healed off of that, so he didn't even while auto healing, they didn't do the extra heal. They knew it wouldn't be necessary. That's some good details. That's good. That's good improvement. The combat system, this combat system, I have to feel like I'm comparing it mostly to 12, what we just got through. It's a simplified version of 12. But it's also unique in itself, that 12 was kind of like as well. That's surely been the best. This has been my favorite thing going through playing all these Final Fantasies over again on stream. These games I played when they first came out, always been a big fan of the series, but like, playing them all so bunched up together is so cool. Not only do you see like the evolution of the game series, but you know, just all the details, and then all the little Easter eggs and little references and throwbacks that they do to the other ones. Like, playing them so close together, you're able to like remember all that stuff and catch it. It's great. It's great. I feel like I have a whenever I start playing some Final Fantasies on stream, I feel like I have to play a bulk of them together before we stop playing them. Yeah. We're gonna have to take somewhat of a break in between. Ooh, he got a new one, Hawkeye. He's got a new. Let's see if this is good. We're gonna have to take some sort of a break, because I know that at the beginning of March, we got a whole lot of Final Fantasy coming with Stranger of Paradise. Although that's more Dark Souls, so I think people that like those games might find some enjoyment in that, because those bosses are going to be so hard. And I played the demo. It took me a lot of tries to beat Garland, a lot of dodging, a lot of just watching to just wait to see if there's a moment you can counterattack. Those games are so freaking hard. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun because the only way for me to play those games is to make a Final Fantasy version of it, and they did, and so here we are. So that, yeah, there'll be, and plus right before we start that, oh good, this one boosts his magic. He's a Ravager. He uses magic all the time. This is good. This is very good. What's it saying though? Yeah, and then we're gonna be playing the first Final Fantasy before that. I don't know when we're gonna get Final Fantasy 2 through 6 though. I don't know. 2 through 6 might be played at the latter half of this. I wouldn't say the end of the year. Maybe more wait until like summertime. Because once we start those, I'm going to want to go through them. And those ones I feel like are going to be shorter. They're just going to be shorter. Older games, smaller amount of data. I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to be a little bit shorter. So we might end up zooming through 2 through 6. Maybe. This game tends to... I'm already noticing it. If I feel like I can finish the battle without healing up, then I'm not gonna switch to the paradigm to heal up. I'm just gonna take the chance on finishing the battle with just all-out offense. That's gonna get dangerous, and that's probably already got us killed, but it's gonna... it definitely will get us killed in the future. The fact that we don't have to heal up after the battle. Just if you get through the battle, you get into the next one fully healed, so it should be easy. Alright, this on the other hand, we're gonna need to switch this up. We'll definitely need a healing done here. Oh no! Oh, okay. Oh, see, yeah, she's already cleared those two. Does he only have protect? No, we got Shell, we got Protect. He doesn't have Bravery, though. But we're about to get hit hard. We got Protect on. This shouldn't be bad.
Be ready for the next fight.
When it comes to behemoths, boy, I want to say the character model behemoth of 10, I love. They had the like big purple one. It's just so buff and bulky. But the Final Fantasy VII remake, the behemoth down in Midgard, whatever was in that shaft area, that thing was so cool. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this behemoth. It's okay. We did it.
Gotta be stronger.
You'll be stronger, Hope. You'll be stronger. It's like been one day. I don't even know if it's been a full, like, Vanille and Zaz went to sleep. They're probably tired. It hasn't even been a day. You're gonna get stronger, kid.
Saz and Vanille? Who knows? Even if they got away, they'll get caught eventually. Then they'll have to choose. Resist or surrender.
Surrender. Huh. Do you think he's still alive?
You mean Snow? He's too stubborn to die. And that's his best quality. He's arrogant and chummy from the get-go. He thinks he's everybody's pal. Never liked him much. He leads around a bunch of kids. Gang called Nora.
Where'd they get the name Nora?
It's a stupid acronym. Their little code stands for no obligations, rules, or authority.
Seriously? That's what Nora stands for? Dude, Snow and those guys are assholes. It's literally a group of people that just don't want to be told what to do. And so they they all joined a group to follow a leader who probably tells them what to do. Well, it's dumb. They're the ones that were responsible for that attack at the beginning. Well, I mean, lightning was a part of it, and there was already an attack happening. There's a lot of stuff kind of going on. Nora did technically probably save some people, but I don't know. Yo, this Hawkeye is definitely what we'll be upgrading for him. Oh, usually you gotta get a higher combo. Oh, I guess not. Well, it's only 1.25, man. Oops. Nah, it wasn't done. Wasn't done. Nope, didn't want to do that either. There we go. That's what I needed. I was hoping with enough little ones, they'll give me that big one. Ah, shit. We don't have anything worth a damn. Damn. Alright. At least she has that combo for once we do.
Feral creatures here too. They're a little different from the military breeds. This is an army facility for turning wildlife into weapons.
Oh my god, look at those.
Civilians aren't allowed
gnarly.
in here, are they?
We'll have to be sure and tell them if we see
Their
any.
claws look like metal. That thing would shred machinery. Wildlife, auto-contaminant. These open-air pens, designated or designed to restrain experimental bioweapons, are equipped with electromagnetic containment fences. Alright, so we just gotta deactivate some stuff, but how do we do that? Silver Lobo. You know, of all the different things you can name monsters and creatures and stuff in video games and RPGs, Final Fantasy I think does a great job when it comes to like naming their creatures. I gotta believe that like the majority here, especially because we were talking about Pokemon earlier and of how many stupid ass Pokemon names there are out there, but also even maybe games like a great RPG series like Dragon Quest. They have some stupid names for a lot of their monsters. You know, granted, it's silly. It's maybe that's kind of intentional. I don't know. I guess Final Fantasy. Yeah. They really hit it, because even just finding the names of these creatures can be interesting. Oh, poison. That's our first status ailment we've experienced. Hope just got poisoned. That's our first status ailment. I imagine that they go away at the end of battle. If we heal up at the end of battle, surely status ailments go away as well. So once again, forget about healing them up. Let's just try to get through the battle as quick as possible. That was a preemptive. That was preemptive. Come on, that was preemptive. That was so preemptive. Ah, damn it. I was just contemplating, do we switch?
I'm sorry.
Do we heal up?
I can't do
But
this.
again, it's because Hope is our main. I was just about to switch too. The game has created bad habits already. This early in the game, it's already forcing bad habits on me. Kill fast, no need to heal. Not to mention, when you take too long to kill a group of enemies, the game's like, okay, 3 out of 5 stars. It's just like, well, come on, man. What do you want from me? Ooh, that was a close call. That was a real close one. Yo, he just that's gotta be a reference, right? He just picked up a weapon. Hope just got his new weapon called Hawkeye, and the color scheme of the weapon is Hawkeye, Marvel's Hawkeye, right? I feel like that's not just coincidence. The fans of Final Fantasy and stuff have always had pop culture and, you know, just any kinds of culture. It doesn't have to be just pop. It can be everything. But yeah, They like to put that kind of stuff in here. So I gotta believe it. Maybe it's coincidence. I don't think so. It's funny, they have their basic weapon. They have their weapon, and then when you get into the battle, it's whatever weapon you have the character equipped with. So like they'll pull a weapon to initiate battle sometimes. Yet that's probably the weapon they start with. That's the weapon they're known, which is interesting. I feel like in a modern day, you know, we would if they were using a different weapon, it would show up. We wouldn't have those two blend. But hey, this was all in the stepping stones. This was just part of the process. Great. Oh no, these things should be easy. And that was preemptive. That had to have been preemptive. Again, not preemptive. Somehow they saw me. They didn't react though.
Just like I planned.
Are we entering the jungle now? Look at that.
Wild animals can be even
How
more
long have we
violent
been
and
in a jungle?
unpredictable than the
Oh.
trained-to-kill variety. Be careful.
Oh, that's what those crystal, like, they were like plants, leaves, big ass leaves. They were kind of like crystals. Oh, we got some antidotes. But yeah, now we're moving our way into a jungle-like atmosphere, kind of swampy. Seems like a lot of time. Well, no, they do show you. They do show when you're like in a new area. It does pop up on the screen, and that's usually when we get our cutscenes. And you have fights like that, and you see. Well, they gave you 4 out of 5 stars for that, and you're like, what the hell did I do wrong? What do they want from me? Like... Jeez. That's so cool. Kill the Lobo first. We haven't played with Lightning since she got Odin. It did say that she got an extra ATB gauge, so I think she's rocking 4 ATB gauges. I just saw her do Blitz twice, and those take two segments each, right? So that would she has 4 now. Wonder how many of those they get, and oh no, what's going on?
Caged in like the animals.
Oh, here we go, another behemoth. Yo, this one's different. Here we go. Here we go. This is looking more like it. A feral behemoth. Look at its face. It looks a lot more... Those other ones looked very... I don't know. I would say sci-fi. This one's looking... This one looks sick. It's wearing shorts. Isn't that weird? Why is my behemoth wearing shorts? Right now. Yeah, tacos sound good. I have some leftover pizza I'm gonna eat after stream. But I got this meatball sub. All I gotta do is just toast it up. I'll probably have that for lunch tomorrow. Let the behemoth live. I wish. It's feral. It's going to eat us up if we do that. Isn't that what? That's a great character model. And I was just sort of complaining about the other behemoth character model. And then they're like, oh, you didn't like that version of him? Well, how about this one? Oh yeah, this one's much better. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is much better. Yes.
We've tripped the security alarm. The observation battalion will be coming.
Let him come.
Love it. Did you hear that? Freaking Hope, let him come, as if he's not scared anymore. He's feeling on top of himself now, only because Lightning is cleaning up all the scraps. Like, sure, Hope is engaging. He's the one that's causing these battles. He's starting these encounters, but it's Lightning that's doing all the work, right? But with Hope saying that he's taking charge, he's feeling himself. He thinks he's Mr. Tough Guy. I wonder if that's going to stay consistent. I have a feeling that's not going to stay consistent. He's going, something's going to happen, and he's going to go right back to being Mr. Scaredy Pants. Before, at the sight of even trying to be handed a weapon, a gun, he scurried away in such fear. It's interesting. There's a lot of these. This isn't good. I think they're pretty easy to kill. Look at, Lightning's just gonna get crazy combos. Yeah. And then you have a character like Vanille, who we just saw a little bit ago, when she was like, you know, trying to be all like, I'm so brave, I'm not really scared of anything, positive attitude, that's it. But then when she was sleeping, and she was like curled up with Zaz when he woke up in the middle of the night, seeing like the fear in her dreams and stuff, and all this and that, like completely 180, right? So we know Vanille is kind of putting up a front. Now there we go. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a little bit of humility. A little humility. Lightning, totally fine. She's fine. She's a soldier. Hope was just
What's eating you?
begging for a break.
Okay, I can tell
That's
you're hung
good.
up on something. Is it the Lassie thing? It's Snow, isn't it?
Snow's the reason his mother's dead. I feel like if I was his kid, I'd want to kill Snow. In this world,
What happened with him?
with all the violence and
wouldn't
stuff to do,
understand.
I don't know. Especially after finding out what Nora stood for.
You and I are partners, Hope.
I'd want to take out that whole crew.
My mother was killed because of him. It's his fault. And he needs to pay for it. I'm not ready yet, but I will be soon. That's why I followed you.
Imagine that, guys. A
Snow
story.
dragged us all into
I'll
this.
wait.
You and me, your sister Sarah. He's gotta pay.
Okay. Back on the topic of character development. Hey, now we're Lightning. Now we're Lightning again. Hope showed some humility. Some little. He lost his place. Now he's all sad.
Move.
No, not time to move, because we got to acknowledge that this game has a character, a main character in the group that wants to kill another main character in the group. Now that's really interesting. That's a crazy dynamic. Other Final Fantasies have had spies sometimes in the group, or maybe characters that are, I don't know, let's say maybe they have different intentions, but to have a character that's just playing along because he wants to be strong enough to kill another one is really interesting. That's something different for Final Fantasies in that matter. Usually everybody's on the same page. This one, they're not on the same page, and that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It makes it a lot more interesting, and it again leaves room for character development and character growth. So, well, your tacos, Tess, you got beef tacos, chicken tacos. Any particular you gotta have on your tacos? I gotta have hot sauce, I know that for sure. I love me some hot sauce. But if we're talking like straight up tacos, I understand cilantro is... I'm not a big cilantro fan. I'm not a big cilantro fan. If cilantro's got to be put on the thing, maybe just a little cilantro. It's got a very overwhelming taste, and I don't appreciate it all the time. Beef. If we're thinking like street tacos, I imagine we're talking hard shell tacos, maybe even soft tacos, like the open-sided street ones. Yeah. It's small. Yeah. See, small doses. I'm with you, Tess. I'm with you. Yeah.
No problem.
For sure. Some people, my brother Nuns, he's all about it. All about it. It's great. I say, no way. Get that shit out of here. Slap it out of his hand.
You know what to do.
I think it's so crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy KG knew that too. That Leona Lewis was X Factor contestant. That's like equivalent to having like Kelly Clarkson be like the vocalist for like a theme song for Final Fantasy. That's just weird. That's just so weird. To think that like oh crap. No, we died again? No, we didn't. We didn't die. Because hope is secondary. Hey, sorry, I scared you. Normally, Final Fantasy is just all about like the it's not about like these singers or artists, but more about the composers. It's always been about the composers and these crazy like orchestral pieces they put together, and then to have now we're getting into that's kind of like that's also changed and grown with these games. It's weird. Hey, chill mode, what's up? Yeah, yep. We're here on Final Fantasy 13 now. No Ramu yet, but I'm hoping. I don't know if he's in this one, to be honest. I know he's in 15. He's so dope in 15. He's so scary. He's like 15. The way they made summons in 15 are like terrifying. They're nightmarish because of how big they are. It's so cool. But yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Now that's another good question. Do we get through 15 before we go and do 2 through 6? That's a good question for me. I feel like because I have easy access to 15, boom, boom, we'll probably do 15 before we go through Final Fantasy 2 through 6. Yeah, they're huge, man. What they did, it's such a cool idea. I wish that I had more summons and this and that for 15, but the way that they did that was really cool. 13's been fun so far. We're not very far into it. We're day 2, right? And there's still so much story I feel left. Like, I'm pretty sure. The
Could
group's
I
still
use one of
super
those?
divided.
Bit too heavy for you.
What were the characters like, Tess? Was there anything, even just the look of a character, or yeah. Ship in 3 girls? You're yes. You played 10 Part 2, which is the most obscure one. Period. Not many people played it. Were there dress spheres where you would put on a different dress sphere and your character, they would change their outfit and their job, dance moves and everything? Loved it. Loved it.
It's my job to deal with you.
That one's kind of more of a meme one.
This is ridiculous.
It was the
Worst
meme one.
birthday ever.
Yeah. That one is that just kind of showed
Sarah!
10 Part 2 didn't need to happen. 10 Part 2 is a
Why won't
really
you
weird
believe
one.
her?
It's
You
a
kidding
really
me?
weird one, especially
She
story-wise.
gets made a Lassie and you pop the question?
Lightning, stop it!
No, you stop it.
Oh, that's what
Get out of my
happened?
house.
You're shutting her out. She's your sister.
I didn't know he didn't ask her to marry him until after he found out she was Lassie.
Fine.
Being marked means that her life was
I'll protect her.
short, is going to be short. Whether she was going to die and become a crystal for eternal sleep, or die and become a monster because she failed whatever her goal was. Being marked is horrible, but there's a little bit of romance. There's quite a bit of romance to that. He knew that she was going to die, and he wanted to, before he lost her, marry her and give her that. I think that's cool. Riku was the best, yeah. All right, I love Riku. And I love Yuna. Yuna, when it comes to characters in Final Fantasy just in general, Yuna's got to be up there on my top 5. Like, just, I don't know, maybe most powerful in a way.
How practical.
I love Yuna.
We interrupt this program to bring you an urgent Sanctum bulletin. Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a Pulse Fal'Cie inside the city of Bodum. Acting with Fal'Cie
But
Eden's
yeah,
approval, authorities
Yuna's story
declared a
through
state
10
of
is
emergency.
amazing. 10 Part 2 is just such a weird
The entire
game.
district will be quarantined in response to this crisis.
You can miss
This
so
is a
much
Sanctum
story
bulletin.
by
Late
not,
last
like,
night, officials confirmed the presence
Yeah, I
of
don't
a
know.
Pulse Fal'Cie inside the city of Bodum. Acting with
that's why she knew that's all right. So
Sarah,
it was in that moment
I
that she
should've
had to
listened to you.
board the train because they knew that she was being taken. So all these flashbacks are giving us details on what has occurred and why it occurred. Yeah. Yeah, I know. 10 Part 2 for... I don't think anyone would put 10 Part 2 as a favorite. I don't think a single person could say 10 Part 2 is their favorite. And everyone could have a favorite when it comes to Final Fantasies. But the fact that 10 Part 2 was just... It was a sequel, right? And it was something that was just very different. It's fun. It's a game for fans. And it continues Yuna's story, but even with that, it's not a very good telling. However, 10 is one of my favorites. So it's safe to say 10 Part 2 was a disappointment because of how great I thought 10 was, and then 10 Part 2 came. But it's interesting. Not many Final Fantasies get sequels. 10 got 10 Part 2. This one is the only... Well, no, I shouldn't say. 7 got Crisis Core, and it also had Dirge of Cerberus, right? But those focus on side stories and characters and stuff outside of it all. This is the only... Final Fantasy XIII is the only one that got legitimate sequels back-to-back for Lightning's story. The main character kept getting sequels. So Lightning has been, I guess, the most successful. Although, Cloud's amazing. Yes, exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier, yesterday, Chill. We were talking about how well what they did for the ladies in this one in Final Fantasy 13. A lot of times the girls in some of the Final Fantasy games are, you know, they're there for support or for, you know, they're the healers, this or that. It's really cool how they made, even with Yuna was so powerful in 10, and she was, you know, the main character. Titus, I guess. Yuna was the main character of 10. And, but, you know, she had her guardians. The fact that she needed those people to protect her was something. Lightning's just badass. She's just straight up. And Fang, once we get Fang more so like in the story, like she's with Snow right now. She has Snow prisoner, and we've already seen how much of a badass Fang is, like tough wise. Wait until we get her in the group. That's gonna be real great. Oh my goodness, it's interesting. It's different. 10 is straight up turn based though. So you'll go into each battle, choose if you want to attack, do what you want with every single character. It's great. Yeah, no, 10's just amazing. But yeah, Final Fantasies, just RPGs in general, I guess aren't for everyone. They tell a great story, but it's very you gotta like. I don't know. What do you think people don't like about role-playing games? Is it because there's so much dialogue? Is it because like sometimes there's like, I don't know, there's something about these games though that isn't for everyone. That one is stressing me out. Sometimes big bosses, they could be that, but I'm not good with games that stress me out. Let's boost up our characters a little bit more now that we can. Gained a level as a commando. I imagine as gaining a level, like maybe all of her stats get boosted in a way. I don't know. We rarely do that, but we do heal with her a little bit. No, that could. I mean, yeah, maybe people could see the whole picture of it being maybe a little overwhelming and then just kind of get confused and lost in the whole situation. I can understand that. I get lost. 12 was, I feel like a lot of the playthrough of 12 was kind of ruined because I had that map on the middle of the screen like the entire game. I didn't even realize it, but I needed it not to get lost. Yeah. Uh-oh, I got a dog. Uh-oh, I woke him up. Are you okay? It's okay. Are you okay? It's okay. You okay? Are you okay? Okay. Okay. Dude was laying right here, but he started dreaming, and you know, it looks like the dogs are going into a seizure. When I said dog, he woke up, and he looked like you wake someone up that's still asleep. He was behaving very weird for a second. Yeah. Oh, it was over a time I'm lost with a guy. Without a guy vibes though. Zelda games can get confusing. I wonder if some people are turned off by... most people I know are turned off by the turn-based aspect of RPGs. That's why I think Final Fantasy 15 really helped the series, because people that typically didn't play the games jumped into 15 because of how action-oriented that one was, and Noctis just fucking teleporting and slicing everyone back and forth. 15 has a really good, like... it's got an interesting feel with the characters because you actually believe the characters would die for each other. You don't see that with every Final Fantasy, but in 15, those 4 guys are so, they're just the closest, they're brothers without being brothers. Like 15 has a really interesting story to tell too. Usually, yeah, Tess. When it comes to Final Fantasy, though, you know, every single Final Fantasy is its own story, completely separate from anything else. any other Final Fantasy except for, you know, the sequels. That's what makes them so unique. So when it comes to like a Final Fantasy, like the newer ones, you know, real easy for someone to just jump into it. All the Final Fantasies follow the same thing. You know what's interesting is that like you could literally you could start off with Final Fantasy, I don't know, 8 or 9, and then, or you can start with 15 and then go backwards, and you could still become a fan as you go backwards because of all of the stuff that you're familiar with each one that you play. You'll see the same monsters, the same magics, the same names, the same just so many things that are similar but so different that you feel like you're getting a different experience, even though it's not always incredibly different. It is. I can't say that any Final Fantasy really feels like I'm playing the same game. Not nearly like I would feel. Some games you straight up just playing the same game, like, again and again, but every Final Fantasy feels so different to me. 79 favorites, too good. Chill. What a good bunch you got there, man. For me, favorites, if I'm gonna do 3, 7, 10, 9. 7, 10, 9, 100%. 8, replaying 8 earlier this last year, or late last year, whatever. When we played 8 on the channel, that one I was reminded with how 8 has a great story. 8 has a really interesting story. What an interesting dynamic between the characters because of how none of them could remember, because of their summons and the use of the Guardian Forces, the GFs, they would lose their memories and stuff. And so none of the characters remembered being like friends as children in an orphanage together. Like, dude, 8 has such a crazy story. It is fucking awesome. Love it. 13's got an interesting battle system for sure. The way that they change it from like, it's not so much a focus on every decision you make, but more so the compilation of jobs you have in the fight at every moment. Whether you have like 2 people attacking, 1 healing in a moment, or then you need to switch it to 2 people, or 1 person healing, maybe 1 person buffing, another person debuffing, you know, stuff like that. Like, you're just constantly switching up the duties of everyone without actually having to worry about each individual thing. In the other Final Fantasies, everyone, you know, maybe you're able to do a wide variety of things. You're not changing your entire job to do something. Instead, you're just choosing an ability on the list real quick, and then you get back to what you're doing. This one has a pretty cool flow to it. It's pretty fun. It's just a completely different way of playing it, and it helps with not, you know, it gives you something new. It helps with it not feeling like you're just playing through like one of the old ones. Definitely something new to learn again, I feel like. Yeah, build stagger. That's what this one's all about, right? It's all about that stagger. Yep. And end up getting us killed beforehand. Yeah, basically all of the battles for Final Fantasy XIII can be, strategy-wise, can be summed up as, build stagger, build stagger, build stagger. Whoa, don't die. Okay, get back to build and stagger, build stagger, build stagger. Okay, finish him. That's every single fight. Yeah. Hopefully, that's what we're with when it comes to Hope. We're going Ravenger, because that's actually, I was reading the instruction manual for this before we actually jumped into it. That was such a wonderful read. But each character, it looks like the creators did have each character in mind when it came to certain roles, like Commando for Lightning, Ravenger for Hope, a Sentinel for Snow. They had Synergist with Zaz, Medic with Vanille, and Saboteur with Fang. They had those pictures next to those different jobs when they were explaining them. So I've been choosing to focus those you know, how should I put this? Like the jobs they're meant to have in quotes, because you know in this one anyone can be anything, right? But or not anything, only of your choices. I decided to have them be like what their default is, build that up as much as possible, and then kind of focus something else. So for Hope, Ravager, Medic. When it comes to Lightning, I guess Medic. Every once in a while we need her to heal. Let's see if we can build up her sword anymore. I'm trying to get a different look with it. At a certain point, I remember, and they said at a certain point the weapons will change their look, and that's my favorite thing. The change of the change of a big one. Aesthetics and stuff. Didn't finish my train of thought. I don't think we have anything that's worth much. No. It's because I'm not being patient. We just keep coming back to it. I want to level it up so bad. We just keep coming back to it. Let me get a save. Maybe we got a boss coming up, or at least a progression in the story, like a new, like maybe we're out of here. I feel like we've been in this forest for a minute. Oh, it's about to open up. This is definitely a boss fight. Look at him. This is a great one. That's another detail. I mentioned this the other day, but look at what Hope is doing. We're over here twiddling our thumbs, doing what we're doing, and then we get out of it, and it's like, where am I supposed to go? And sure, we have that arrow, that yellow arrow that points, but even, like, it's great that your characters, the NPCs, will be waiting in the direction that you need to head. It's a really good marker. I like that. I'm a boss, yeah, right. But I think we do have a boss fight coming up.
Nothing I can't handle.
Especially with the way that the area opened up. Right now, I feel like we're going through... It's kind of like a Jurassic Park. It's like an area that has these containment fields filled with these dangerous monsters in a forest, in this jungle of sorts, and we gotta take out them before we can keep going on. Granted, they didn't kill the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, but you know. They also didn't have swords and magic, so they probably would have. Need the song over here. Oh. There was it's funny that you actually like there's a and this wasn't that long ago, but I had this song stuck in my head and I was like, what theme is that for? And I started questioning. I was like, okay, this is Jurassic Park, this is for Jurassic Park. And then I'm like, oh, maybe it's like Indiana Jones. It kind of sounds like Indiana Jones. So I said, no, this is definitely Jurassic Park. But then I looked for the Jurassic Park theme, and it's not the Jurassic Park theme, like when you specifically find Jurassic Park theme. Then there was, what ended up happening is I ended up listening to more songs from Jurassic Park, and it's titled differently, and there's another song that is, to me at least more so, the Jurassic Park theme. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, no. I more than appreciate it. How do we get this thing? This feels like the boss, right? How does that open up? Can I just go around right here? The answer is yes. All right, let's face it. Love it. Are they making like a legit Jurassic Park game? Was that a thing that was happening? Or am I just pulling that out of, like... I want to say that was, like, in the works. Like, there was actually, like, going to be, like, an adventurous, like, Jurassic Park game. Now, that'd be crazy, but maybe not. Maybe not. But I need something like that. An adventurous Jurassic Park game, like, being stuck on the island, and maybe, like, a game that plays, like, more survival, right? Less assault. So, but, like, maybe, like, a game that was, like, Last of Us meets Jurassic Park. So, like, no guns or anything, but, like, the way that it feels moving around. I'm not gonna play PS1. I didn't play the PS1. I remember playing a Jurassic Park arcade game a bunch when I had the money. It was always the most expensive arcade game in the arcade, so I didn't play it much. Oh my god, imagine having to like actually be able to like ride them, and like the way that Horizon does with their like their tall necks, right? The tall necks, and how it feels like like they kind of are dinosaurs, right? But like the way that it like actually like you approach it and it's like this huge freaking thing. To have like a huge like what is it, Brontosaurus or whatever those ones are. Yeah, no, Zero Dawn meets Jurassic Park would be, yeah, pretty epic. But again, I don't think I want to actually. I guess we would have to kill them. We would have to kill them. So yeah, bow and arrow. I don't know if I would want to use guns on these dinosaurs. I feel like we would have to. What if it was like more like a primitive? I don't know. But whatever. Hey, I can dig some dinosaurs. I'm into it. Although, I gotta be honest, what was the game? What is it called? But it has dinosaurs, but they put like, they have them all like techno, like all techie like they got like robotic dinosaurs and shit. Like in it's not called Eve. Is it called Eve? Hey, duty, give me space. Space. Let him be. Ark. It's called Ark. Ark. Now, Ark has dinosaurs and stuff. It's first person. I don't want first person. I definitely... Yeah, I don't need another Turok. I definitely want... yeah. I think Tess hit it on the marker. Yeah, if they made a Jurassic Park Horizon one, yeah, that's perfect. That would be perfect. That's definitely what I want. I'll also take one if we're stuck like in Jurassic Park. So if we're not able to kill the dinosaurs, but instead just try to survive the dinosaurs, I think that's pretty cool. That could be cool. You see, Tomb Raider's got the dinosaurs too. You got that right. So, oh god. So yeah, that's interesting. Tomb Raider's always an option. Hella, but did you see, Chill, did you see that they like re-released them? They're like, I could get them on PlayStation right now. Turok 1 and 2. But I don't know about that. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, save the kid. Heavy heave. He's fine. I'm gonna poke him in his rear end. Look at, he's wearing shorts, guys. Look at this monstrous creature he put on clothes. He's wearing shorts and he's got boots. Well, he's kind of got boots of sorts. More like I don't know, kind of like socks or I don't know. I'm just wondering, who's dressing this behemoth? Why does he care about clothes? And where does he buy them? Maybe he makes them. Maybe that's his true passion. I've been supplying behemoths for 20 years now. They're not the friendliest bunch of people, but they pay well. I put you as like some old I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can imagine in my head, but yeah. I know what you look like though, but yeah. Honest trade, yeah. Honest people. Oh, was that worth it? I think fragment oil is actually a high experience item. Maybe that was worth it, but that was kind of a hard fight for some fragment oil. Fragrant oil? Does it say fragment or fragrant? It probably said fragrant. I can't read it. That animal's for me to eat, man. You got a good thing going there. Ooh, preemptive. I feel like we have to. I don't know if this is a good idea. All right, we staggered it. Yeah. This was a good idea. This was a good idea. On the preemptive strikes, you typically want to take out the biggest, baddest one first because you get a free stagger. If you're quick about it and you choose right away, you'll get that free stagger. And you know when things get staggered, it's donezo. Unless it's a boss, then it takes like 2 or 3 staggers. But that's good. So that's good. Good choice. Yeah, see how much faster that fight? It was the same monster, guys. Same monster that we just fought, but because we got a preemptive strike on it, it gave us an instant step. And with the juggle, when they're staggered, they're able to be juggled. When they're launched, I'm pretty sure they're more vulnerable to certain attacks, or just all attacks. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Just another battle.
5-star, they say. We impressed them that time. Wicked. Wicked. Oh boy, though. It looks like this spot right here deters. No, it looks like we come back here. We're gonna come back here. It looks like we're gonna swoop around, but I bet there's a treasure chest right below our feet a second ago. Did we just go over the... Yeah, that's where we got the fragrant oil. No, that's the other way we got fragrant oil. What is over here? Nothing? Oh yeah. Something big. Nothing? There's something over here. Oh, there it is. I see it in the distance. You guys see it? It's coming. It's coming. It's about to jump. There was a behemoth. Yeah, it was about to come from behind. I should have let it happen. If I didn't run to that guy and I slowly walked forward, we would have seen. Please hit it. Please hit it. No, I missed my opportunity. I missed my opportunity to do the same thing again with behemoth. We would have saw it running from the background to jump and leap right in front of us, and that's really cool. That's really funny. Uh-oh. That was cool, though. We can do this still. It's just not going to be as fast. I didn't realize that we got a preemptive on the other one. It looked like it saw us coming, so... Yeah, and I was so focused on how cool it looked with the behemoth coming at us. Right now, Tess, I love that you're hanging out with me, watching a game that you're not even a fan of the series. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Have a good night, though. Have a good rest of the night. And yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be going strong on this. I feel like I don't remember how long this is exactly, guys, but I think I expect this will at least take us into next week. Which reminds me, I should probably message my brother to see if I need him to bring over 13 Part 2. Because I know I have access to Lightning's Return, which is the third one, on Steam. Which is going to be weird to play one on Steam, but yeah. Which is so different, too, from all of the other games. Oh my god, Lightning's Return is kind of a difference in a failure that, like, 10 Part 2 was. Like, people probably wanted something way different than what they got. The banner pick, I got a couple dogs. If there's just one, the big white one is Kane, and the little black dog, Dude. What are you doing? This is Dude. And the big white one's Kane. But he's laying down here because he doesn't. Well, it's a very rare occasion that he'll jump up on the couch. It's actually kind of special whenever he does. Because he used to do it all the time, but he's gotten older. It's harder for him to kick his legs up and stuff, so he doesn't. Yeah, so it's always kind of nice. Even now, if he wants to get up on the couch, sometimes he'll get like halfway up, and I gotta get him and like lift him up the rest of the way. But it works. It works. So I imagine that was a worthy item to get, but this big open area being beyond that fence made me think, oh yeah, boss fight right there. Not so much. But I still think that we do got one coming up. Yeah, I don't know how long how long these games really are. There's so much cinematics to it. They're very straightforward. There's literally, it's been such a linear game. Like Final Fantasy 13 is incredibly linear. We haven't, I feel like maybe it opens up when you get to Grand Pulse. Maybe when you get on Grand Pulse, it'll open up, kind of like how 10 is very linear until you open up into like, well, you get to the Calm Lands, and even then it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. We left the man. We left the kid behind. Oh, no, I didn't catch Tess. Thanks, Tess, again, for kind words. We got save. That's another thing. I've mentioned this before, but boy, does this game have a save all the time. I feel like we can't get 30 minutes into it until they say, save again, save again. You want another save? We got you a save, right? Whereas other ones, sometimes you can get in a couple hours before things get. Yeah, dude, check out, did you, like, even during the fights, like, I keep focusing, this is just day 2, right? I keep focusing on the monsters when we jump into these and what everyone else is doing, but if we look up and just look above these fences and the backgrounds and beyond, like, just, like, depending on where we are, obviously that changes. It's crazy. This one's a visual masterpiece, for sure. For sure. Definitely a really pretty one. Especially with all the color they have in this one. Nuts. 12, unfortunately, not as colorful. 12 had its positives here and there. Still wasn't turned after my playthrough most recently on it. Still not one of my favorites, but I was reminded of some quality bits and unique things too. The quickenings were really cool, but and it's just the story was just so Star Wars, so Star Wars. Yeah, when spectating something, yeah, for sure. For sure, that's why I love to watch people play video games. Even games that I've already played, like, I'm down to watch someone play. Like, my older brother right now is playing Guardians of the Galaxy, and I've already had him have to screen share with me, so I can watch him play it while he's playing it over at his house. It's great, yeah. I can't wait for. I'm starting to get really excited for Stranger in Paradise stuff. Stranger in Paradise. Chill. Are you prepared? Are you ready? Because like, we're probably gonna be on that for a while. If Stranger in Paradise, and we did do the demo, it is very Dark Souls-esque. There's gonna be bosses that I feel like I'm gonna end up spending the entire day on. It's Final Fantasy Origins. It comes out early March time. And I already got it pre-ordered. It's literally the story of the Warriors of Light against Garland in darkness. It's modern time. It's a reimagining of the whole story. It's mind-blowing, to say the least. So what we're gonna do on the channel is, like, a week or so before that comes out, we're gonna play through. I already have the game, and this PS3 that we're on is backwards compatible. So this Final Fantasy Origins has Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on it. So we'll be playing through Final Fantasy 1 to get the story all in 8-bit form, you know, classic Final Fantasy, and then we're gonna jump to Stranger in Paradise and see everything in such detail. It's gonna be so freaking epic. I'm super excited for it. Even though I'm not a Dark Souls guy, and it's gonna be so hard. Yo, chill. Man, you're so cool, man. Just give me high fives, man. We are. I was literally talking to Dowso, someone else that was in chat earlier. I was talking. I got 2 games pre-order right now. 2 games I'm most excited for. That's Final Fantasy
If you
Origins,
wanna
Stranger of
survive,
Paradise,
you
and
forget about
Pokemon.
sympathy.
I'm super psyched for Pokemon. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be something pretty cool.
How can I explain?
I was holding off because I was afraid it wasn't gonna be different enough
Think of it like
from the other
a
ones, but
strategy.
I looked into it and I looked at some stuff,
Focus
and dude,
on
I'm
the
too
ultimate
excited
goal
now. I'm
and
too
shut
excited.
out
So much so
everything
that I've been putting myself
Still
through,
your
which can be
mind.
kind of annoying sometimes.
Move on instinct.
But I've been putting myself through like all of the Pokemon series. Netflix has so
Let doubt
many
take over,
episodes
despair will
and
cripple you.
movies and stuff. So I'm pretty far into the Sun and Moon one right now, but I'm pretty pumped. I'm getting prepared for it. I know
I'll
I'm a
take
big
anything
fan
to
of
help me get
Generation
through this.
1. As the years went on, I didn't follow as closely. I played them. I played some of them, but there's still lots of
Operation
Pokemon that I
Nora.
just am not familiar with,
Nora.
or vaguely familiar with.
My
So
mother's name.
yeah, I'm refreshing myself.
Your revenge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's just that it's gonna have that difficulty. It's gonna have that difficulty
I
that
know
like
getting
Dark
revenge on
Souls
him
kind of has, where you gotta dodge so much. But you're right.
Bring him
It does.
back.
It is kind of like the new
I know
God of
that.
War. I'm excited to be able to, dude.
But
I'm
sorry,
excited to be able to
got it.
throw a Pokeball next to a Pokemon and have a Pokemon come out and then battle said Pokemon. Like, I'm excited to actually just be able to do that. And I don't know how hard it is going to be throwing
Whose side are you
the
on?
Pokemon, but I have a feeling I might throw my Pokemon into the, you know, like golfers, and they sometimes over putt and they get it into the water, a water hazard. I'm afraid there might be a few
Fine.
water hazards in
I'll
my
fight the Sanctum with you.
go so and so.
Learn to
Oh
survive.
shit, overthrew that one. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
How can you judge someone else when you know that you're the same?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Even I have dark secrets.
What is this? Was this? Oh shit, they
I'd rather
overheard that.
forget.
They overheard it. That's not good. You know what's actually also very interesting is that I have the settings set up for us to have subtitles, and we have not had any subtitles. Oh my god, that's why. Holy crap, it's actually been off. Because it's not what's on the left side, it's what's on the right side. This whole time. Yikes. Alright, well, we got subtitles now. I'm gonna bump up the brightness. This video capture card is not our normal video capture card that we use because it won't capture the PS3 maybe too old of a console. I don't know. For whatever reason it's not working right. So we're using this other one that kind of it dims the image a little bit more. It's really cool because I don't have to alter any sort of settings on the OBS, but instead I just have to I get to alter some brightness settings in the game itself. Fantastic. Easy peasy fix. Now it's pretty much the same fight. You don't see any difference.
Nothing personal.
Maybe. I'm gonna bring it down. I'll bring it down.
Target's a target.
That's perfectly fine. That's good. That's good. I'm good with it. Yeah, dude. So that's Lightning's doing all the work because what I'd say to do with this one, because you're able to not customize the weapons, but upgrade the weapons, put items into the weapons to give it experience to level it up, and then at certain points the weapons kind of evolve into looking like different weapons. Lightning being our leader, I thought she's always doing combat. Sometimes other people are healing, sometimes they're doing this or that, and granted, having higher magic is going to be helpful in that stuff. But with Lightning, I figured she's our main. I just put all of our items into her sword. I don't know why I have that. Put all of it into her shit. That she's super overpowered at the moment. But that means that anytime Lightning's in the crew, it's pretty safe to say we'll be fine. So yeah, she's doing major work. Hope's just kind of there to tag along. It is pretty cool, but I'm ready for it to change. And also, dude, believe it or not, when I read it, I was confused, but they title her sword. She just did it right there. They title it a gunblade. It's a gunblade, but not in the same sense that obviously Squall has it, but she just did it right there. But because it transforms into a gun. It's a sword, and then it's also a gun for like when she's doing her backflip right there, boom, boom. She like has transformed it, and now it is such a cool, really cool weapon. But when I saw gunblade, I said, what? It's not a gunblade. But it is. It is. It's a gun and a blade. Oh, that's what I hit. Hit it with that double dual casting. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many little things that I've forgotten through the years. Just never noticed this or that. Playing through all of these, having the channel to play all these again, and kind of play with people and experience with them. It's so fun. That's great, but it's also so great just being able to notice all these little details that I never had before. Or maybe you forgot. I have a really bad memory, long-term wise, so. A lot of these things feel like the first experience. But yeah, I don't know if I can say combat, even though I'm enjoying combat and it's easy, it's different, and like I said, 100% still enjoying it. Favorite combat system for me has to be Final Fantasy X. The way that you can interchange, everyone had their role. Some people oh my god, no, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're dead. Oh, right when he threw it. We almost made it. That's okay. This game's super forgiving. We'll be right back to where we are. It's we don't even have to go back and load up a save or anything. That one, it's interesting, but this one's a little bit easy. So yeah, 10's my favorite. How you're able to like bring people in and out during combat, just like whenever you need them to do what they do, depending on the monster. I love that everyone was like a specialist in something. And then you had the ability to bring summons into battle and have like the summon be the focus, but not just call it in for one moment and then have it do something, move on. Like, and even though it did have those moments still. 10's battle system is my favorite. I love the turn-based style, so that's what I dig. But all right, let's go switch to medic. This one, as I'm enjoying it, it's a bit easy. It is a bit too easy, even though I am dying. I'm dying because of how easy it is. I'm pushing the limits. I'm pushing, like, every time I'm like, I should probably switch. We'll do like one more attack and then switch, kind of thing. Like, I'm not so concerned. Not to mention switching and getting a healer. Getting a heal in the mix kind of makes you have to like change up how you're approaching the battle, whereas at least for like a moment. Whereas like the other games, if you just need a heal, just do a quick heal and then move on from it. Do I have it? Oh. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. This is cool and it's fun, but I don't think the combat system is Final Fantasy XIII's strengths. I think character development 100% has to be a big strength. The diversity of their characters and their the stories, and then also I gotta say the visuals, the colors and everything, and the way that everyone looks, the details. I gotta say all of those things are such a positive with Final Fantasy XIII. That's the plus. Landon says, okay, so I've done a decent amount of smart challenges and we can pick between 4 pink diamonds. Okay. Did you shit. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. I know that certain pink diamond ones are going to be associated with more multiplayer challenges, Landon. I don't remember which ones or if there are any more that aren't associated to those, so we can do those first. I did do Kelly Oubre's because I saw his wasn't, so we've already has his done. That's why we only have 4 left. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. Whoever you want, whoever you think's cool. However, I do want to mention that if you do could finish the Pink Diamond Challenge for those moments cards, after that you get a diamond choice. Save the infinite contract for last. Get that last. The fact that we can accidentally, and you know, sometimes we're being quick, and I'm just as guilty of it. Like sometimes quickly putting on new contracts if someone doesn't have one. I am always afraid that I'm gonna accidentally put on the infinite contract to someone that I don't want to have it. And so when I saw that on the list and I could have got it, I don't have anyone to put it on right now. We might as well just save it for last, and maybe we'll just put it on DeMar DeRozan when we get him. You know what I mean? To you, but dude, that's cool. I'm glad that you freaking making work on those, because I wasn't gonna do multiplayer stuff until that's all Jake. That's nuts. That's not me. It's way too stressful for me. Was it tough though? Did you struggle much with the PvP stuff? Like, what did you do? Did you do clutch games? Slicing and dicing, baby. I love that kickoff too that Lightning does. It's sick. He's like slice, kicks off. I can't wait to get Fang into the mix. And also, we haven't been able to play with Snow too much, even though Snow's an asshole character. So like, not really I'm doing the clutch game. I've done most of it. Hell yeah, dude, sweet. Clutch ones are pretty easy. We have characters, our best cards have infinite contracts, so it's like really easy to do them a bunch. However, you know, you're probably using certain cards, throwing them in there and stuff, but yeah. Also, dude, Landon, what's the big reward for Clutch this year, or for this season? I forgot what it was. I say this, I don't know, do you know how the Clutch games work? You literally play through, keep getting wins. Once you get 3 wins, it resets the level that you're on. But if you get through a level, like if you get all the way through and get the 10 wins, you move on to the next level. And even if you lose, you stay on that level. So it's really just all about like getting 10 wins before you get 3 losses. Can be hard. Still very hard, but it's not so bad because you don't have to start back at square one at the end of it, like you have to with most of the other people. But yeah, it was kind of frustrating. I do kind of wish we got Dame for last season, but I had the same feeling, man. It's got to be a boss fight coming up. Gots to be a boss fight coming up.
We're moving. What's going on?
This is so much better with the subtitles. The settings confused me. I thought we were good. Oh, here we go.
This is it. Operation Nora.
Why would he say that? I thought he hates them. Why shout their name as if it's like you're part of them kind of thing? So first things first, let us go. I forgot that we can summon. We'll get him low and then we'll summon. Alright. We're facing the Aster Protoflorian. Got a lot of health. Level 59, interesting. Have done everything except, so it's not good. Magic is easy. I mean, it halves the damage of magic. We don't want to use magic. But I don't think I can actually, like... Let's do this real quick. Oh my god, not this one. Super Soldier one. I'll even take a moment to pop a potion. Go! They had to kill right away. Oh, I know what I need to do here. Well, it shouldn't be an issue now once we get to this point. Oh, we're not healing. I didn't realize that. What the fuck? Alright, we're good. That's a heavy attack. Yeah, I think I will, but oh boy, I'm afraid that might... It's so hard. Oh, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Odin looks straight up like a white knight in this one. Not as it's so pretty though. It looks so cool. Let's see if he can mess this thing up at all. Here we go. Switching to Gestalt mode. This is when he becomes Transformers more than meets the eye. He becomes a horse. I popped a potion. Did he heal me? Because that's awesome. Should have had me. I saw his timer going out. It's sad they don't get to stay in for too long. That's what I'm saying. Final Fantasy X had it perfect. These are so crazy. Yeah, for sure. And then freaking the Shiva sisters are like the motorcycle for Snow. It's so weird. Yo, I feel like this would have been better saved for if we got... I should have brought his... I should have waited to do this until we got him staggered. Imagine what that would have done. That would have done way more damage. But we did get him up. We might be able to stagger him soon.
Until next time.
It's more like a time limit thing for that. But we did about 5% health. It's got a lot of health. This is no joke. I think this is one of those battles where they want us to... like, use those things that buff us before we get into battle. As long as we can keep Protect on each other, then I think we should be fine. Did I just lose my entire... My god, guys, because I was busy. That sucks. We were at 170% or so trying to oh, that sucks. Alright. I spent too much time trying to like heal up and buff up and stuff, and it cost us. We were so close to that stagger. I blew it. To do. He looks like he's about to build up do some big attack right now. I don't know. Freaking make me nervous. Yeah, so far so far good, right? Yep. I'm feeling good too right now, chill. Let's work on, you know what, let's get closer. Once we get to like 170%, maybe even 100 and let's get a little bit over halfway through that bar. And then we'll do a double Ravager one just to get a quick pop on the stagger. then we'll switch. But first we need to stay alive, so we'll do that on the next one. Exoprotein blocker. This is the first boss that I feel like it's legitimately like it's long. It's a legitimate battle. Like I'm getting worked if I don't do this carefully, which is cool. I mean, Odin was also difficult, but once we popped those like buffs before the fight, it made it really good. Yeah, I didn't want to lose it again. I almost lost it again, so I said, fuck it, let's just have him center. Yeah, we'll do him synergist whilst... Oh my goodness, what did he just do? Did that do much damage? It did a little bit of damage. As soon as we get healed up, alright, we're doing it. Ravager. Hit it, baby. Stacking the stagger. Stacking the stagger. Can we risk it? Stagger, baby. Finish this fucking bitch. Yes, launched. That means he's vulnerable. He can't attack. It's all about the stagger at the moment, guys. Keep him in the air, and then as soon as he hits the ground, he's ready to attack again. We'll switch to medic. But I think we might be able to finish him off. Come on, let's get that shit. Don't let him get up and attack. Don't let him get up and attack. Yep. Yo, he's almost down. One more time, I think. One more time. Keep him juggled. Go, Hope. Yes. See, when he's trying to stand back up and get his positioning, get him launch one more time, and it's over. That was cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Only 3 out of 5 stars. Understandable. Obviously, I was carefully doing that, so well, yeah, I didn't approach that as good. It worked. If I didn't blow that first stagger where we were close with Odin, and also if we would have maybe built the stagger before bringing out Odin, probably could have got a 3. Probably could have got that 5-star. I don't know. It's not a big deal. We got through it, and that's what matters. She says you did well. You did well. No big thing. You did well. It did, yeah. The issue with the double Ravager one, the dual casting, is because it doesn't, the stagger percentage doesn't stay. So you have to have a commando. Like every time, like if you just do all Ravagers, it builds super fast, but it falls away super fast, like the stagger percentage. But when you got the commando in there, getting those attacks in, it's like hammering nails into the stagger, to where it's like it will slow it down. The deceleration of the stagger, it slows it down with each commando hit. That also works with Saboteur. I found out earlier that when even if you want to do like 2 Ravagers and a Saboteur, it works the same as like a commando and 2 Ravagers, to where the Saboteur, like the debuffs, create those nails that slow down the deceleration. So that's why I was doing it like once we get close to a certain point, like once you're high up there, and then you can just like, okay, just top it off real quick now. It works well. So it's kind of fun. The game does create some strategy. The combat system, it is unique in a way to where, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty different. That was exciting. I had fun doing it. So they did a good job in that, right? If I'm having a blast doing it. Let's build up this weapon again. Yeah, so we got her shit plus 97 for strength, and that's like her main one, right? Just a comparison, I did 1 upgrade for Hope, and we got his magic from like 17 to 25. So yeah, so 25 magic compared to Lightning's 97 fucking strength is that's why Lightning's just destroying everything. We put all of our stuff into that. But that's pretty cool because this game allows you, we could we can grind, we can kill a bunch of stuff, get the items you get from killing the things, either sell the items or use those items to upgrade the weapons. If you run out of stuff to upgrade the weapons with, if you have gil, you can buy new items to expel and get experience for your weapons. So it's an easy, that's a way that you can power level in this and do some work. Remember correctly, this Final Fantasy encourages you to play with all characters, right? Not as much as 10 does. Not as much as 10 does, Lucas. But it does make it so every character, you have a strong focus on every character. It forces you, I wouldn't say encourages so much as forces you to, because of how often the game has split up the characters to where the leader has been every single character so far. We haven't got Fang yet, but we've led and had like Hope be the leader, Vanille's been the leader, Zaz, and Lightning. The fact that you're able to change, some people can't do everything. That's what I should say. Is that you do have to use a lot of the characters because not all of them have every job, I think. For instance, I can't buff or debuff with Lightning. And I also can't be a commando with Hope. But I can medic, I can heal with both of them, I can Ravager with both of them, and so it's interesting in that sense. Yeah. But you do kind of have to mix it up. And the characters are the strongest part of this game. It's really good. Each of them does feel like they're important to it. Hope, even though he's a child, feels like he's really in it, like he's in this. And number 12, Vaughn, is just kind of along for the ride, and same with Pinello. I question why they're even there, but like every character in this has a solid reason and story and everything that goes through with it. It's fantastic. I love it. But guys, it's getting late, and I gotta take the dogs out again and get myself some food. I got some leftover pizza I'm gonna eat. Nothing special. We're gonna be back at this tomorrow. You guys hear, dude? I think Final Fantasy X that does that. Yeah, dude, 10 is my favorite Final Fantasy when it comes, and I was talking about it earlier, when it comes to the combat system, because of how they make you use every character. Every character has its duty. Of course, Kamari was technically the weakest link, even though his character, like, story-wise, was so cool. But yeah, 10's, that's what makes 10 my favorite. Always stick with the characters on the main story. Yeah. Switch too much, they get underleveled. Yeah, that would happen. Yeah, sure. Then again, I think with these other games, when they whenever they're re-released HD versions of games and they add stuff, I feel that like they tweak it to where nowadays your secondary characters are always getting like passive leveling up. But then again, 10 maybe still wasn't one. I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to. We didn't play that long ago. Nonetheless, but yeah. You do have to do some extra grinding if you want to use every character. Even with number 12 that we just went through, it was, we had to, some characters would fall behind. The main characters would get a certain amount of XP, and then the other ones would get some. Kind of like how Pokemon goes, I think. No, that's only if you have XP share, so yes, that's different. I don't know, it's different. Oops, no, you need to store a character, make that good. Yeah, I had a lot of switching. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for popping in and hanging out. We'll be back to this tomorrow. We'll be playing through. I'm pretty sure we're still really early in the story. Like, super early in the story, and we've already been on it 2 days. We're over 10 hours in, like 11, 12 hours in. Yeah, we'll continue it. We'll probably be even playing this into next week before we start 13 Part 2.